So welcome back. We've been having a wonderful time here at the Poetry, and if you would like to join us, contact us at YouTube, Hambury Cross, and also we're going to have our names and numbers at the bottom of the screen. This next piece that I want to do is called I Don't Bash Brothers, but if I did. Now, I'm not usually down on brothers, but I'm starting to drown in brothers who are beginning to sound like their mothers, whining about how hard life is, overwhelmed by the job, society, the wife and kids. Do you realize what a drudgery that is? Brothers, I love everything you represent, but I must draw the line. Must you lament on and on about how you've been treated, ostracized, criticized, even cheated? Now, when you were that third thug on the corner, puffed up with self-importance and giving out orders, you felt you had everything in life you needed, went on about your life, never heeded anything I had to say. Well, Mama's not here, and my children are grown. The girls seem to find their way about town in a life of their own, and you lament on and on about how you're about to drown. Always put down. Well, take a deep breath and prepare to take the plunge, because life is going to be much harder than a football lunge. You have quite a few responsibilities as a man. You must be task-oriented and juggle life as much as you can. Work on that muscle called the brain. Maybe you'll be prepared to reign over the nation being prepared for you. Nobody owes you anything. Ain't nothing due. If you have nothing, it's because nothing is what you wanted to do. Now, I don't enjoy any form of male bashing, but brothers, you're starting to do the trashing. Seems when you come to the challenging part, you start to lose your spark and fall apart. Drained from the anticipation of failure. You're starting to lose your alertness, at least in my eyes. Now, stay strong, brothers, important in the sight of the enemy. But I can't help you find the remedy. All I have are Band-Aids. And instead of leading panty raids on every woman you encounter, don't flounder. Stand strong, brothers, and don't let others direct your steps. There's no ineptness on your part. Just go ahead and start. I'm only here to enhance you, not enchant you. It has been my consensus that the only muscle you know how to flex is the one in your penis. And that gets more glory than it deserves. And a stupid man truly unnerves me. And I find him unworthy, and thus, what I've encountered among you brothers, I put part of the blame on your mothers. So, thank you. For the call. I'm gonna call our next reader up, and that would be Joanne Bennett. Let's have some love for Joanne.
Okay, I'm going to do another poem by Maya Angelou. The free bird sleeps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips its wings in the orange sun rays and dares and to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom sees through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped, his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. That caged bird sings with fearful trill of the things unknown, but long for still. As his tune is heard on the distant hill, that caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird that thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on the dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But the caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tired. So he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown, but long for still. His tune is heard of the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom.
All right.
Thank you, Joanne. That was good reading. Thank you.
We're going to have our next reader, Selena Joyner. That's some love. Let's show some love. Pick up the energy in here. Thank you.
Look, I'm cheating with the phone.
Thank you. I'm going to sing a Billie Holiday song, one of her standards, Strange Fruit.
All right.
Southern trees bear a strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood at the root, black bodies swinging on the southern trees, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees, pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh, then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is the fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rise, for the trees to drop. Here is the strain,
and bitter cry. Thank you very much. That is
Here is, I want to take a little break and compose, and we'll start again in a few minutes. So if you want to get something to eat or, whatever, we'll adjourn back here in about 5 minutes. Okay?
Most people, they think I'm weird because I volunteer down at the local homeless shelter. Why do you think I hang out with those little lives? See, it was just that one day. I was walking around, feeling really sorry for myself because my mother wouldn't let me get my nose pierced. Everyone else is doing it. Anyways, so I walked past this vacant lot, and it was really, really littered. And this man, he just sits up from behind all these cardboard boxes. I've never seen anybody so dirty before. Beard down to here, hair down to here. But his eyes, though. When I looked into his eyes, it was like I was seeing me. But he wasn't me. But he was me. I just took off running as fast as I could. I didn't want to feel what I was feeling. Finally, something stopped me. I couldn't just do nothing. So I bought him a pepperoni pizza, took it back, and plopped it in front of him like he was going to bite me or something. He said, "Thanks, sister." And smiled. I said, "You're welcome." And I really meant it. Then I walked home, the long way. I needed to think. Up to this point, my whole life was a lie. For the longest time, I pretended to be something I wasn't, so people would accept me. I finally saw someone for the first time. Me. That's why I volunteer down at the local homeless shelter. Because there, I feel real.
Welcome back. We're here at the Poet Tree, and we've been having a blast sharing our stories with each other.
You all remember Osama bin Laden? Well, I just want to share, I've always been like astute about politics, on what's happening and how it affects us. And anyway, rather than go through a whole lot of stuff, let me just tell you about this piece. It's called Osama's Been Laughing. Now, can you imagine the look on Saddam's face when America came and invaded his space? America came in swift and grabbing. Meanwhile, in Afghanistan, Osama's been laughing, watching the powers that be in constant debate on whether or not they've made a mistake. President Bush continues to stand his ground, insisting his decision was good and sound. He took the chance and wagged the dog, but it turned and bit him whole hog. Collins sits in front of Congress trying to explain, because he didn't realize he was part of the game. Condoleezza still doesn't have a clue. Sister girl, don't you see they're only using you? Hiding behind a woman's skirt is what they do. Raising hell is what they're used to. Dick Cheney's mad and blowing off steam because the Senate called him out messing up his scheme. Now he and George have to explain their true purpose for going to Iraq and causing such a ruckus. Meanwhile, Osama is chilling in Afghanistan, recruiting each and every man he can, plotting and planning, keeping America on its toes, allowing all the greedy opportunists to be exposed. And back here in America, we're scrambling and stashing. Meanwhile, back in Afghanistan, Osama's been laughing. Thank you. Sometimes we have to look at life like that, and lighten it up, because we know that every day is a threat.
Yes, it is.
And not only that, every day is also a gift.
Yes.
And we should appreciate it. And I don't mean to get on my soapbox, but I do want to share this, that we need to be unified because there are so many elements out there that are trying to destroy us. So I'm going to get off my box now at this point, but you all know where I'm coming from. I'd like to bring Paula Casey back up to read for us again. Did you ever read? Yeah.
Do you have something ready?
Yeah, something ready. This little land of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little land of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine,
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh yeah. This little light I've known, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, one more time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I think that maybe we got some more adrenaline flowing and we got some blood flowing up into our brain. I'm going to share another piece. Some things I just don't remember that I wrote it. So let me put my eyes back on.
It's all right.
Okay, this piece is called, Why Do You Suppose? What is the real reason you hold such an animosity and contempt for me? Is it because I question my freedom? What is the real fear you possess? Is it because we ask for progress? Because this world is such a mess? Why does it pain you to look me in the eye? Is it because I question why? I unnerve you when in your presence. Didn't you say you were innocent of what transpired post-slavery? When the reality is in your mind is that you think you've been tricked, so we must not convict you for the atrocities that have been placed against a nation of people. When you continue to manifest the same racist dream, so what do you suppose we do about it? It can't be just the color of our skin, because we can't help the skin we're in. It has to be something much deeper within. To be quite frank, I'm bored with this blame game. And don't waste your time trying to remember my name.
I don't know what's going on with it. All right, it says it's recording, but see,
So our next
sometimes
reader
if
for tonight-
reintroduce her, because sometimes if something's short, it might have shorted the camera. Okay, go ahead.
So our next reader for tonight, we're going to close with the closer, and that would be Miss Paula Casey. Thank you, and let's give her some love. Yeah.
I will be reading Love Conquers All by Michael A. Nelms. Here we are once again trying to hold on to what we have. Growing pains like broken glass, we try to be careful where we tread. Me loving you and you loving me has never been hard. It's just these growing pains trying to tear us apart. Here we are once again trying to hold on to what we have, sharing, caring, trying to understand. You think as a woman, I think as a man. Our lives are like tapestries woven by divine hands. Whether like an old flag, we cherish each thread. Here we are once again trying to hold on to what we have. Body, mind, and soul, I long to be fed. So I hold on to this tapestry, each and every tread. I love you from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head. I sew like a tailor. Love, honor, respect my needle, my thread. Here we are once again, trying to hold on to what we have. Growing pains like broken glass. We try to be careful where we tread. Here we are on this familiar road, trying to figure out if our love has grown cold.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I want to thank all of you who are here to support the poetry. We'll be doing this again next month. I just want to share, lastly, what this means. I appreciate you all really for being here and supporting this. And it doesn't matter to me whether the audience is large or not. It's the hearts that come here that I appreciate. I want you to bring a friend the next time if you can. Write a poem if you can. Sing a song. This is what we do. We're here to share. We're here to spread love and wisdom. And again, thank you all so much. And thank you, audience, for being there. We would like your support. If you wish to be a guest, or if you'd like to attend the poetry venue, give me a call at 443-253-0686 for more information. Meanwhile, thank you again, and welcome again to the poetry. Good night.
Respect your
would like to be a guest on the Great Blacks in Wax Open Forum, call the number at the bottom of the screen to join us. If you have an interesting anecdote to share with us, or if you have something you want to promote from your community, just give us a call.